Diane here, a quick check-in with you today. I thought we'd have a little Hygge chat. We're going to be talking about burnout, how to avoid that. It's a question that comes up a lot in my coaching calls, a little update on my mum in Edinburgh, also some Flylady news. There's now a Flylady app for Android, and I'll also let you know which zone we're working on this week, and some news about my daughter. But first, let me take my jacket off because I've been doing appointments this morning, but it's actually, despite it being dull here, it's actually very warm in the kitchen. Phew, that's better. Okay, so let's talk about burnout. This is something that comes up, I would say, in 90% of my coaching calls is burnout, lack of motivation. And just a wee reminder here, I'm not a business YouTuber. I work as a routines coach. I'm also an expert in Hygge. And when I'm talking to my clients, it's very, very obvious the one kind of puzzle piece that they're missing for moving forward, for really getting into gear and getting motivated again. The main thing that they are missing when we talk about their routines, when they talk about their day, they're missing the self-care, they're missing looking after themselves. And as you know, I'm a canny Scot. It doesn't need to cost money, it doesn't need to take a lot of time, but just by putting ourselves front and centre, that's going to give you the little energy boost, because there's nothing worse than the thing, looking at your routines and thinking, oh, I don't have the energy. We also have to remind ourselves why we're doing these routines, because in the long run, it saves you time and it saves you stress. The routines aren't extra work, they're less work. So we really have to keep that in our minds. Why am I doing these routines? Because they're a help. It's not something that you think, oh, now I need to do my routines. You should be thinking, yeah, I've got a routine for this and I'll be able to move forward with it, and I know that I'm saving myself time, energy and stress. So we need to change the mindset about our routines, and we also need to make the self-care front and centre every single day. And if you need help with ideas, I've got plenty of ideas on my blog, diane.mark.com. All the charts and stuff that I show to you, that's all free. You can print them off from my website. A little update about my mum in Edinburgh. Now, I haven't seen mum since September 2020. I still can't travel to Scotland at the moment, but hopefully things will be opening up there soon. But I was chatting to mum on the telephone, and she said to me that she was really, really excited because for the first time since last year, she was going out with her friends, with her cronies. And if you've heard stories about my mum has got a lot of energy. She's 86. She's always going to jazz concerts, or going to the cinema, or going to the theatre, or going out with friends for shopping. And so anyway, one of her friends was coming to pick her up, and they were meeting up with two others, and she said she was just looking forward to seeing them again. And so much has happened since she's seen her friends. Some of them have had great-grandchildren, so they were all going to be looking at photos and stuff like that. So anyway, Mum is doing fine, and I'm hoping to be reunited with her sometime within the next couple of months, so keep your fingers crossed for us. News on the Flylady front, there is now a Flylady app for Android. Now, if you remember way back, I used to work as a Flylady premium mentor, and we used to get the question all the time about Flylady app for Android, because I only use Android. I don't like Apple. And finally, the app is there, and it looks really good. I've been testing it the last couple of weeks. It gives you a quick rundown of the mission for the day. It's also got some basic lists of what to do in the zones. So if you're not kind of in full swing with your Flylady stuff yet, you may want to check that out. It's free. And I'll just give you a wee reminder about what Flylady zone we are in this week. We're working Flylady zone 1, which is the entryway to the house. Maybe you come through the garage, maybe you come up the garden path and up a few steps. It's also the hall. You've seen me cleaning there before. It's also the dining room, And in our our dining room at the moment, the dining room table is absolutely covered because our daughter now has her own flat in Copenhagen. She'll be moving into her own flat in a couple of weeks. So we're going to be empty nesters, and I'll be talking more about that in a future video. But she's putting together all the things for her flat, so it's been a real motivation for us to declutter in each of the zones recently, because we've been looking through things. Is it something that she can use in her flat? We found something at our Swedish summer house, which was a vase that used to belong to my granny. It's a Japanese vase. And when I was a child, I always thought, oh gosh, this was like some kind of Ming Dynasty vase. I don't know where my granny got it from, but when I moved into a flat, I got to take my granny's vase, and then it was in our Swedish summer house, and now my daughter's going to take it. So there you go. And one other fun project that I'm working on right now is a basement declutter and reorganisation with my friend Sue. Sue is one of my really good friends. I have known her for, let me see, going on 22 years. Sue is the one who is the sportswoman. She is a swim teacher. She encourages everybody to get involved in different challenges. She broke both her wrists last year, you may remember that. She had steel plates put in both wrists. She came back stronger than ever. She's done Ironman challenges. She got me involved in the ice swimming world championships. So Sue's just one of my great friends. And we're having a lot of fun with decluttering her basement at the moment. So anyway, videos coming on that. And I'm checking with you also at the moment with small, short videos. Hopefully that'll give you some inspiration to keep going with things over the summer. I know many of you are heading off for a summer vacation. If you are in the southern hemisphere, I know you're moving into winter mode. But remember, just keep going with routines, keep going with your self-care. And I'm going to get on with my day, so all I've got left to say is live long, prosper. May the Danish Hygge be with you, and I shall see you very soon with a ra ra ra.